Hi everyone, it's EdieAnne again, and yeah, I'm still traveling, so you're getting me from my hotel room. I'm doing my best to do some recordings with the equipment that I have, and I think it's going all right. It's not as clear, it's not as crisp, but I think it's okay. Listen, have you ever whispered to yourself, why does this always happen to me? In that quiet, exhausted voice that shows up when life feels unfair and deeply personal. You don't think I've asked myself that numerous times? Today, I want to step fully into victim on the emotion gauge. See, victim it's tender, it's sensitive, it carries an ache that settles in the chest and tightens the throat. It feels like life singled you out and placed something heavy in your hands. It sounds like, why me? This always happens. People always leave. I always end up here. No one sees how hard this is. And beneath those words lives a heart that feels impacted. Victim is pain that has not yet been soothed. Okay? And when survival has carried the load for so long and it's kept pushing forward with strength and endurance, eventually something inside is going to start growing weary. Survival keeps moving while victim finally sees and says, this hurts. Survival braces itself while victim allows the tears to surface. Victim rises when endurance reaches its emotional edge and, the heart asks to be acknowledged. There's often history here, right? There's going to be old betrayals, unmet needs, probably abandonment, health struggles that feel relentless, relationships that feel one-sided, dreams maybe that waited for their turn, right? Victim carries memory. It gathers evidence and it builds this quiet case file that says, see, these things keep happening. The nervous system connects patterns quickly because the pain feels familiar and deeply personal. Victim feels powerless and it feels small in the face of circumstances, right? And it feels like other people's choices determine your peace. And like life is happening to you rather than with you or for you. When someone rushes to cheer you up or offers a quick spiritual slogan or prayer, the ache can actually deepen because the wound still wants to be witnessed. Victim needs presence before perspective. Okay? There's a softness here that rarely gets honored. Victim often protects something innocent. A child inside who wanted safety, or a woman who wanted to be cherished, or maybe a body that wanted relief, or how about a dream that wanted support? Victim says, I deserved better. And sometimes that statement carries deep truth. This level can feel really heavy and circular as thoughts kind of loop and conversations replay in your mind long after they ended. right? The body holds tension, and even sleep can feel restless. A quiet resentment simmers under the surface and asks to be acknowledged. Yet there is something sacred here, because victim is honest, because it names disappointment and hurt. That kind of honesty requires courage. The world celebrates resilience and strength, and victim is the place where we admit that strength has limits, and resilience can feel thin. So if you find yourself here, you are human, and you have feelings. If you hear yourself saying, "This is unfair," or "I give so much and feel unseen," or "I'm tired of carrying this," you are touching this level, victim. Victim can feel isolating, and yet it is shared by more people than we realize, especially strong women and leaders who hold everyone else together. They carry survival for years and then quietly slip into victim when the weight becomes personal. You are allowed to feel the ache and acknowledge the hurt and say, "This impacted me." Victim is a level of awareness and a snapshot of where your heart stands right now. In this space, we are noticing and witnessing and honoring what feels heavy. I know this level personally. There have been many seasons in my own life where my body felt like it was betraying me, and diagnoses kept stacking up, and I carried strength for everyone around me while quietly asking, why does this keep landing in my lap? I've sat in rooms where doctors searched for answers, and I drove home feeling unseen and overwhelmed and deeply tired. I've carried faith and resilience and still felt the ache of this feeling of unfair. And in these moments, victim felt like a whisper in my chest saying, "This is heavy, but it matters." So as you sit with this, okay, I want you to pay attention to the stories your mind replays. I want you to notice where you feel overlooked, where you feel burdened, where you feel unseen, and where you feel life feels personal, that it's being done to you or at you. Because that awareness carries power all on its own. We're going to explore movement and elevation in another space, but today I want to have you honor understanding, the awareness. You are seen here, and your heart does matter. Please know that if you ever need more, if you want resources, or if you need help or more understanding, not only are these podcasts getting you primed with information, but my resources at my website at EdieAnne.com, at www.edieanne.com are there for you. My books are out there, and my why finding sessions are available. There are many resources that have been utilized by others that have been helpful to them, and they're there for you too. So until next time, let's just keep stepping in purpose.